feel like my hair looks really.
Hello and welcome. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I'd like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners. Procyon, one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz, proud supporter of our podcast network and everything we do. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump and UConn legendary men's basketball player Jake Voskuhl. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large or small. They will save you money or get you a big fat return on your taxes. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm is located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you've suffered any type of personal injury, slip and fall, car accident, your mother-in-law ran you over with her car, your wife got angry one night and decided to stab you, the Finch Firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all across the state of Connecticut. He will go to war to get every dollar you deserve in compensation. You just have to remember, in a pinch, call Finch or go to his website, thefinchfirm.com. Dynamic Human Performance is owned and operated by UConn legendary running back Andre Dixon. He trains boys and girls of all ages, all sports. He has a boot camp program 7 days a week, 6 a.m. You want to get in shape, you go to Andre. He has an athletic development program where he trains boys and girls in the sport of their choice from the ground up, helps them reach their full potential, be the best they can possibly be. Andre has sent boys and girls to college on scholarship for all different types of sports. To work with the best, he has a 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hartford, Connecticut. Go to www.dynamichumanperformance.com. All right, and here we are for another episode of your favorite podcast, Barone Banter.
Oh boy!
40,000 viewers last week.
What?
And
That's
it just
cool.
keeps growing. Yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy. It's crazy, but you are just the beloved couple.
The beloved couple. Oh, geez.
Better we make people feel better about their own
I
lives.
know. I almost feel like we need to have we would probably have like an entertaining movie or
No, you do need a reality show.
Yeah, a reality show.
We'll see.
Keeping up with the Barones. I don't know. That would really do it, but
We're gonna start off with Elaine, who apparently wanted to bring an interesting fire to the episode.
Oh boy.
She wants to know, because you guys are very intriguing. Do you keep score at home of favors that you do for each other? And if so, who's winning?
That's a great question, Elaine.
I knew it was going to be a great start when I saw that.
So first of all, for whatever reason, when you said Elaine, I totally went to Seinfeld, Elaine, because I had some friends that used to say that I was like Elaine on Seinfeld, and I just totally had something, and I was
Elaine
like,
to a new level.
well, because my dancing,
It
you
was
know,
the dancing piece. Bad.
I thought that's where you're going with all of this, but keeping score.
So first of all, I'll answer one part of that question, which is who's losing. I'm always losing. Right?
Oh, really? Eddie is admitting to
Always
honest
losing.
Eddie. I love it.
It's just, the honesty is that, I mean, look, Trisha's going to probably battle me on this, but when it comes to keeping score, like, she's
just so far ahead.
she should admit it because it's the truth.
I am the scorekeeper.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Good.
She lets me know, man. She holds them, man. She holds those nuggets for when she knows she's going to.
Yes, she's smart.
She lets me get away with a lot of stuff, which I am grateful for.
It is true.
But when she wants to pull those nuggets out, man, she will toss them at me.
She's very resourceful when she pulls pulls out that card.
It's true. Well, again,
I do get a lot of privileges, so that's the thing. I do what I kind of do what I want, so I kind of let that be. It's the scorekeeping thing is, it's not that I let her keep the scores. I mean, it's just the
reality. Knows that's right.
She knows. I know that I have to give a little to get a little. So that's kind of how I operate. It's a compromise on my end.
All right. Well, so
for my freedom,
whatever he thinks that he needs to say right now, here's the deal.
My freedom.
So you know that I use calendars for everything.
You do.
I live off my calendar, and he very much is kind of gotten to that point as well. And so I do invite him to things. And I do put everything in the calendar. So, when we both of us, and so if Trish Barone has something to do that night, I put it in the calendar and I invite him. So he knows I have this whatever obligation. Same thing for him, vice versa. Now, I will say that when he likes to try to debate these things, when it's all right there, the proof is in the pudding, that's when I have a problem. That's when I have a problem.
That I can understand.
But yeah, no, I do. I keep score. I don't need to keep score, but it's all in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. It's all there in the calendar. So I can't argue with that. I also can't not use that as a resource to my debate, a tool. I mean, so what am I supposed to do? So yes, I'm the
you're supposed to just keep score.
And I'm the winner.
In the winner.
Yeah. Tom is a frequent flyer. He loves the word trickery. And he is also, I think, trying to cause trouble. Who would you say is the fun parent? And who enforces the rules more with the kids?
So it's kind of weird because it's been in stages with this. I mean, I already know that Trish is going to say that I'm the fun parent only because it's my fault that I'm the fun parent, and that she has to always take the brunt of everything, which she's not wrong. She's not wrong. My daughter punishes her on a regular basis. So
listen, these kids are his clones. I did not sign up for clone babies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Tom. I mean, here's the reality. The reality is that I, by default, have become the fun parent, and it's probably mainly because I'm not around to deal with all the crap.
Right. I get
it's unfortunate for Trisha that she has to do that, but she probably is technically, in reality, would be the more fun parent if they allowed her to be. So
Jace told me last night that I was the coolest mom in the world.
Yeah,
and that he was so grateful to have me, and somehow I made this Amazon order come within 12 hours. And I didn't order it until the night before, and I was supposed to order it nights before that.
Must have been a hub down the street.
I don't know what it was, but I ended up being the best mom ever last night. So he thinks that I'm the best.
He already thinks he's the best. That's
perfect.
We're not talking about him.
He's a mama's boy.
He loves you.
He's nice to me.
He's nice to you.
Well, I mean, it leads into our next question, which is from Heather. I don't believe it's your Heather, but it's from Heather. But she wanted to know who is more likely to embarrass the kids at school events, and if you can recall one time that it may have occurred.
Probably going to guess that's me.
I'm going to say Eddie, and we have not really done this so much at school events, but
I've embarrassed her at different things, like her cheerleading practices.
Oh yeah,
or I'll call her out. I'll just be that loud, obnoxious parent that yells out her name in front of all her peers.
Well, we always
embarrasses her that way. So
we always said, I don't remember if we actually did it or not, Eddie, because we talked about it for so long. The kids' last day of school, dressing up in a costume,
oh yeah, it's been a while.
Waiting for the front porch, so all these kids could drive by and know that those kids live at that.
But I did do that
house.
too. I did that too. Ashley, I dressed up a long time ago. I dressed up in a bathrobe and my slippers and went out while she was trying to get the bus.
Did you have your black trippy, crazy wig on?
I threw my black afro wig on. And it was pretty amazing. She was definitely mortified. I think she was probably in middle school when I did this.
You're the one who probably ruined her life.
I may have.
Probably ruined her reputation in New Hartford. She never wanted to go back.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean, okay, that's okay.
So I did. I stood out there in my flip flops or slippers and my bathrobe with just shorts on, like basketball shorts on, and like it was pretty.
We talked about it for a long time. Like we would have coffee in the front porch and be like, "What do we need to like mess with the kids? Like they mess with us every second of every freaking day. What can we do?"
Yeah,
and we had talked about it for so long. I couldn't remember if you had actually done it or not. But
you got to get back at them. You got to get back at them. Don't let them get away with it. Do not let them get away with it. Do not cave. I'm with you. All the way.
We just had a strategy session before we logged on here about something we got to deal with this weekend because I'm like, I'm over it.
Yeah, it's been a fun topic discussion.
Dude, I need your help, man. I can't do it anymore.
We got to do some bad co-parenting this weekend. It's going to be a
good. Worst cop.
Well, that brings us right into our next question. This is from Madeline, I believe is from New York Mills.
Oh.
She wanted to know if you either parent or enforce the same rules. She apparently knows your kids. Do you enforce the same rules for your son or daughter, or do you change them based because they're different ages and of different maturity levels?
Well, okay. So first of all, I'm going to say this woman must know our daughter because
that's why. Okay.
Because
we don't know Madeline,
but because our daughter thinks that we are extremely unfair.
Yes.
Feels so much so where she, talks to her therapist about.
Yeah, you're against her. I know.
Almost 18 years old, and you think that you're doing more chores than your brother still at almost 18. I don't get it. That's not true. It's false.
I don't know.
I don't know. What would you say, Eddie?
I think that we definitely have the same set of like foundational rules for our kids.
Expectations.
But I think we would be crazy, and I think any parent would be crazy to say that they parent their kids the same. It's almost impossible because they're completely different individuals.
Yeah,
so, one's nice to me.
That's 100%.
That's good. I'm going to be a good cop.
And we also know too that leverage is held when you're a parent when you know what makes your child tick. So what we would do for one, we're not going to do for the other because it's not going to affect them.
It's not going to make a difference.
We're not going to get the same result. So I can't.
Yeah, you're 100% right there.
I could be more stern with my daughter because she's so used to being like, I talk to her very directly and matter of fact, because that's how she hears things, right? That's how she interprets things. She's not good when you bark at her.
She's his clone.
She'll fight back if you bark at her. So you have to have a method,
She's
right?
Spitfire.
My son, on the other hand, he's like this great kid. He's a rule follower. He's all this. So, you could really break him down just by saying you're just disappointed in him, right? So it's a completely different kind of dynamic.
Our son also wants to be a cop,
and he's a pleaser. Like he wants to do good.
He's my good kid.
He's a good kid. I mean,
overall, he is. Yeah,
both are good kids.
They're both good kids,
but you have to have completely different approaches with both of them.
Yeah, one thing affects them all differently.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
No, I get that. That makes a lot of sense. You have Lena from New Hartford.
Oh man, we got more.
She wants to know if you use consequences or natural outcomes when dealing with your children, and which one has worked best for you?
There are consequences for your actions.
I think telling them up front there's consequences for their actions, or if you see them heading into a fire, you let them head into the fire and deal with it afterward.
It is a combination of both, honestly, because it has to be situational.
So
I know we keep
hard.
Always going back to situational,
So
but I think in reality it is situational. There's no black and white for anything anymore, because you can't just have consequences. There's consequences for things that are like, I think they're at a different level. They're more serious in nature. I think there's ways of letting your kids, it's better to let your kids learn by having them make mistakes like we did, so there's certain situations where we're like, you know what, we're just going to let this one fly and let them deal with the consequences. Now, that's not to say that we don't prepare them for the consequences. Like we will say, listen, you have, there are consequences for every decision that you make.
That's right.
And however you choose to roll with that is the consequence that you're going to possibly be faced with. So don't come to us when it blows up in a way that you're not happy about, you have to figure out how to navigate that situation. So
you do that.
we do a combination of both because it makes the most sense in that respect. And each kid, again, our daughter is like me, right? She learns everything the hard way. So she has to understand that like there is an action and a consequence for every action that
she'll push the boundaries a little bit more.
I just have to do and not think about it. That's just how I operate. I'm a doer, not a thinker on certain things, and especially when it comes to doing things I want to do. So she's
exactly
that way. Our son is like I'm like Trish, and he'll think about things before he takes action. So he does go through scenarios in his head. He's very methodical and intentional about how he operates. And I don't think my daughter's completely like that, but I think
he's analytical with his thinking.
Yeah.
I got that.
So, I don't know if I answered that right. If you want to chime in.
No, it does. This was asked on one of the other shows that I do with my friend Erica about parenting. I was interesting to hear what you guys say. You know, she was talking about school and, you know, teaching politeness, kindness, manners. Is that something you feel that the school system addresses, or is it something that just comes out basically if something happens, then they're more reactive than proactive with stressing those values?
I'm going to let you take it.
Like, I got to be honest. I think every school district has the intention of doing the right thing, right? And they, you know, everybody takes the steps. The teams always take the steps to foster, you know, that kind of inclusiveness and in talking about, you know, doing nice, being, you know, putting your best foot forward, treating people the way that you want to be treated, like the golden rule, right? But I think the reality is it's really hard for a school district to, you know, navigate that situation because you got a ton of kids, right? And it's like being the parent of 500 kids. Right?
Yeah, you can't police the hallways and everything that's going on.
Place the blame on the school districts for me is very tough to say. Like, and I don't even say place the blame. It's not even a blame game. It's more of, I think,
the responsibility. Responsibility.
I think it's a combination. The parents and the kids, the parents and the school have to kind of work together in conjunction to help raise functioning individuals who are going to go into society with the right intention and do good. Right. I don't think it's ever like a school district's fault if some kid comes out of there and it's like, hey, you know, I don't think that our school districts are reactive. I think they have to be reactive in some sense because things happen. Right. So you have no choice but to be reactive. You can't prevent every single situation.
No.
I think the school districts do a really good job of setting up policies, and their team, you know, tries their best to follow and adhere to those policies because it's the right thing to do. You know, I think everything's situational, and I think that, you know,
you're absolutely right.
Responsibility in how our kids function in society.
You're absolutely right. You have to take it on a case by case basis.
You do.
I would say so, but I'm just going to add this one other thing, and that is it should be the school district's mission. You know, I always, whenever there's an organization, I mean, yeah, you've got higher ed, you've got, you know, schools, you've got nonprofits, for-profits, all at wherever you are, there should be that foundation, that mission, right? And that fluidity of that mission, I feel like should always go back. So my assumption is that with these schools, their missions are to really help people, you know, help kids evolve into kind and contributing members of society. I would think that this is part of the missions. And so I think as long as you're always kind of going back to that, even though each situation could be very different, but you're always kind of going back to that and reinforcing that mission. Like, I feel like that should be the school's responsibility to always, you know, kind of bring back that awareness to that mission. Right. And that's why they're all there. They're all there to learn and to evolve into a stronger individual that contributes to society in whatever fashion that may be. So I will put that on the school. You know, they should always go back to that. But I think that I would agree with Eddie 100%.
Yeah. Erica, she also wanted to know what the school cell phone policy is, because they just instituted a zero tolerance policy at her children's school in Connecticut, where they collect cell phones before each class. The teacher collects them and then they give it to them in the hallway, and then they're allowed to have them during study hall. And they've seen a remarkable improvement as far as engagement with class and the test scores. So she was curious around here how we handle our cell phones with the kids.
It's the same.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the same. They do the same thing in our school district.
Okay.
Yeah. Our children, our son has to put his phone in his locker and keep it there all day.
Yep.
Our daughter no longer attends. She's graduated early.
She graduated early, right?
Before that happened, they did have the same policy where you couldn't really have your phone. I know a lot of kids were sneaking them, yada yada. That's just the case. But yeah, it's the same. I mean, I think a lot of schools across country have implemented that. I've seen it in multiple school districts, even just in our area. And I don't disagree with it. Honestly, I don't see a reason why the kids should have their phone in class. I do find value in having my child have a phone on them.
Right.
Yeah, I get that.
For emergency or whatever that might be. But I do during instructional time, the kids shouldn't have their phones on.
No,
and because they're there to learn. And I understand why the school would implement something like that.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know that it makes sense to I don't know what they do with their phones. I mean, have them put them in their locker, and then if they're going between class and they don't have text, and that's their thing. But during instructional time, I would think.
Yeah, that's what they
in
do.
our district, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
so
is.
Erica, it's the same thing. I mean, I think most districts are adopting that policy nationally, from what I've been seeing.
Yeah, and whenever like our son wants to get a hold of us, for example, I mean, he's still able to get a hold of us. Through, even though his phone is in his locker, but he does have access to his phone. I think maybe during lunchtime, or there are certain periods where he does. If there's something that happens, and right after school or whatever, I mean, he still contacts me when he needs something. And what I always say is like worst case scenario. So last week I had to go bring my son aspirin. He had a really bad headache, and they won't distribute it at school, so I had to go to the school. And listen, if you can't get your
school nurse won't give you an aspirin.
Yeah, well, I had to go do it. But listen, that's what the resources and the tools are for at the school. That's why there's a nurse. That's why
that's why we pay school taxes.
Yeah, that's why we pay school taxes. Go
give the kid an aspirin.
You don't need your cell phone. Go ask for help. And they all have phones. The thing with the cord, that works.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hysterical.
You have a question from Amanda, also from New Hartford.
Oh, wow.
She thinks your show is a complete riot. Do you guys parent, would you say, as a united front, or good cop, bad cop, tag team, depending on the situation or crisis?
Well, I will say that we strive to be united, and we are most of the time. And then a communication lack of something or a detail or something may throw us off, and then we're in a tailspin, and then we're stuck.
And then you're stuck.
Because the kids like to get in the middle, and they like to throw that in and not give you the whole story. So then we're not on the same page. And so we try to be united, where if they want something, they need to talk to us at the same time. So we're both hearing the same thing with the same information. Or
we make them text us on the same text.
Oh, right.
Because that's what it's come to now. Because really the things that Trish is alluding to is the fact that, our kids can try to be clever and just text one of us when they know that they might get what they want if they just get rid of the other parent. Right. So because they want to try to separate us, so we can't do our bad cop spiel.
Right.
Because that's the most fun for us, is when we get to be like, hey, it's bad cop, bad cop. There's no good cop, bad cop. We do bad cop, bad cop. Because the reality is that
you need badder cop?
Sometimes.
Badder cop.
So,
bad cop, worst cop.
We learned that from the movie The Other Guys with
Will Ferrell.
The other guy's bad cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's hysterical. So point being is, yeah, we always try to co-parent in a unified up front because you have to, especially when your kids are older and they are more manipulative as they get older.
Yeah, they are.
Ways to try to get what they want.
Chicory.
And even if you have good kids, which we have, both of our kids are really good kids. We don't want to, throw them under the bus because they are both really good kids. They're just kids, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, yeah, I think that the reality for that is that we just, we always try to make sure we put our kids in a space where they want us to make a decision on something where we both have to be involved. So we've gotten to the place of, I need to talk to your father or mother first before I answer your question. So
we will be right back. Down south, we have Julius Williams, Jordan Harris, and the rest of the team of the Trench Mob. They train offensive and down south, we have Julius Williams, Jordan Harris, and the rest of the team of the Trench Mob. They train offensive and defensive linemen. They compete in 5v5 tournaments and college showcase camps all across the country. They have sent kids to schools like Florida, Florida State, Miami, Clemson, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, just to name a few. They have sent the highest percentage of kids who work with them to Division I schools on scholarship. To work with the best, go to trenchmobfootball.com. Ned Von Young runs the Fresh Fold Laundry Company in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, a high-end laundry service. You book online, put your laundry out in a clear plastic bag. They pick it up, wash, dry, and fold it for you in 48 hours. They also offer an expedited service if you need that as well. They have an online subscription model, weekly or bi-weekly, where you can get your laundry done that way. They offer deals for college students. So if you want your laundry done, you can do it in your own dorm. They have a pickup and now a delivery service. So you can have your laundry done without leaving the comfort of your own home or dorm room. To sign up, go to their website, my-freshfold.com. All right. So this question was also asked by several people. If your kid is involved in some sort of online dispute or text message dispute that's causing issues, have you had a situation where you have had to intervene?
You can take this one. I get too fired up.
So there really is. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we've had
that happens often with Facebook
nowadays.
or Instagram.
Wow.
Wow.
You know what it is, Steve, is that I think it probably happens just as much as it would have happened years ago when we were kids. I think the reality is that the technology and the access to information it's obviously exacerbated this whole process, right? So now we're more connected to people than we ever have been. There's more opportunity for our kids to have banter with people outside of just a regular school day. So it's constant drama with kids and the text messages, the online bullying, the this, the that. It's never ending. And it's sad to say that, but
and I also think with social media,
that's it.
The problem with social media with this whole situation is that then you've got other outside circles chiming in, and people that may not even individually know your child, but your child's having a beef with five kids, and then those 5 kids, their outer circles then become involved.
It just keeps growing.
It just keeps growing and growing. And that's, I think, how it gets so.
Yeah, you definitely have to intervene.
Yeah, it's one thing for it to spread through a school, but then it's another thing where it's spreading through other schools because of these other contacts of the ones that are involved, and so that gets really, really, really tricky. And especially when something happens where it's, like we've had violent, threats. We've, one of our children had to deal with that. And it's like, okay, the last day of school, and then you're getting threats on social media, and then all these other people are chiming in, and you're like, I don't even know who any of these people are. They're from
Yeah.
districts that are
Yeah,
20
it's
minutes
easy.
away, you know?
It's phone.
Easy,
It's phone.
easy to be a keyboard warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. If there's, I would be very surprised in today's day if there's one parent that has never had to deal with anything like that. I'd be really surprised.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter the grade level. Like we see it, our neighbors have the same issue with kids that are older or younger. It's really a common thing. It's just I don't think people are talking about it as much, and I think that's why the schools put so much focus on like the bullying and this and that, because it is a big deal. And
it's a huge deal.
Too many people are connected to too many people, and that causes problems.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest. Everybody thinks they can say whatever they want on a platform.
Oh yeah, I know.
And that consequences for that. And that's not necessarily true. I mean, even this platform, we have to be very careful about how we operate.
Absolutely.
Everybody can know every single thing about our life. And not that we're doing anything wrong, but the reality is that people, it's all about perception.
There's boundaries. Yes. It's perception. 100%.
People don't live in other people's shoes or in their day-to-day, so they don't understand.
Yeah.
So you can perceive one thing about somebody or their situation and not know any of the facts, and that's a problem. And things can get misconstrued.
Right. And the thing is like the social media stuff, it's like, that social media was invented for the most purest reasons.
And that's how it started.
This is just a situation where like a really great idea has just become so toxic because people abuse it. And it's just, I remember back in the day, like with MySpace, when this all started up, I was like, how cool is this? Because we have family that live everywhere and they can see the kids growing up.
Touch with everyone. Yeah.
And I never even thought about like the negative aspects of what it could be. But
I don't think anyone did.
You got a very powerful tool here, and it's mismanaged, misused,
and it's monetized.
It's true.
Yep.
Big time. Eddie, so you have an event coming up. Would you like to?
So I'll talk about this a little bit. It's a little ways away, but we started the planning phases for it. It's an annual event that Trish and I and a couple other individuals put on. It's a breast cancer awareness event. It's called Riders Wear Pink, and we started this initiative 5 years ago. So this year is our 5th year anniversary. It's going to be a big year for us. We're super excited. It started as a very small scale bike cycle ride. So not motorcycle, but bicycle. It was a 50-mile loop and then a 20-mile loop to Sylvan Beach and back. It started at Trek.
I like that.
Back in 2022 with only 38 riders. A buddy of mine and I got together and we wanted to collaborate. We're both ambassadors for the American Cancer Society. I lost my father to cancer and individuals not long ago. So I took it upon myself, and it's sad to say that it took me losing someone close to me to get involved, but that's how it works.
That's how it happens. Yeah.
But anyway, so we started the event. We said, hey, how can we both raise more funds? We're raising funds separately, but together we can make a larger impact. So that's what we wanted to do. So we joined forces and had a quick conversation. Started with 38 riders, and it has grown now into multiple things. It's over 100 riders now.
It's an event on steroids now.
Almost 500 in attendance.
Wow.
It's grown in that long. And we have phenomenal vendor partners who have been out there for us. I won't give them plugs now because we're in the beginning stages, but you can register now. And for the ride, there's 3 different things. There's a 50-mile ride to Sylvan Beach and back. There's a 20-mile loop if you don't want to quite go 50 miles on a bicycle. And now we added, as of last year, a really cool event called the Pink Mile, which is really to engage families to be involved. So you can bring your dog, your stroller, any wheel-powered, not motorized vehicle can be on this.
Like Jason's e-bike won't fly.
No e-bikes, but you can pedal. If you pedal it, it'll be fine. But the cool thing about it is that it's a mile loop right there in front. It's at 7 Hamlet's Brewing in Westmoreland, and it's a mile loop on Seymour Lane, and it's right there on premise. The idea is to engage friends, family, anybody to be involved in the cause. It's more about awareness than anything. And you can join the event after for the post-ride celebration party.
That's always important.
October 4th. It's a Sunday. The fun starts
Beautiful.
at You don't have to participate in any of it to join the fun. Just come at noon and go to Seven Hamlets, drink, participate in the raffles. We have kids activities, a big pink chair. Like there's so much cool stuff going on the whole day. Food trucks. It's also Seven Hamlets' last day of their Oktoberfest, so they let us piggyback off that. There's gonna be live music.
Yeah.
Drink specials. There's so much going on. It's just a fun event for your family. So please just come and support on October 5th. It's our 4th. It's a Sunday. And then also, like I said, registration is open.
That's what I was going to say. Is it online? Is there a link for it?
I'll hold this up just so you see what it looks like, but we'll get you the link down the road.
I'll put the link up. Okay.
But the cool thing about this is you can register on our Facebook page at Riders Wear Pink. On our just Google Riders Wear Pink, and it'll come right up. It's really right up there.
Okay.
You can register to be a volunteer. Yeah. You can register to be. We need a lot of volunteers. Last year we needed 70 volunteers for this event. It was crazy.
We had been doing this event. The 4 of us have been doing this event, and it got so crazy and out of control that we're like, oh my God, it's time for a committee. We need to have volunteers. And then we need to have a volunteer manager to manage these volunteers. Like that is how large this has gotten. It's so crazy.
And it's been super fun. It's a super fun event. So register to volunteer, register to ride or walk or do whatever. And then more importantly too, we're also looking for great partnerships for sponsors. We have a lot of really great sponsors, but it's always nice to involve more industries and more people throughout the year. We have probably the best, most lucrative sponsorship package you're ever going to get. Yes. So if anybody's interested in that, they can always reach out to us on our Facebook page and message us if they're interested in sponsorship, and we can go through the packaging with them. The cool thing about our sponsorship package that I will mention that is it's fully customizable.
Yes,
so we want to make sure our vendor partners, our community partners are getting the most bang for their buck, because we want people to be happy. We want them to come back and partner with us year after year. We want to grow our partnership with these community partners.
You can let them let them know they can be advertised on your show too. You're getting 40,000 viewers.
For your most bang for your buck, you just said something like, what did you just say?
The customizer sponsorships.
Yes.
They're customized.
Most bang for your buck. Right? Is that what you just said?
I think that's what I said.
Yeah. So also, what we're trying to do too for all of our sponsors is get all of their logos and materials by June 1st so that we can literally market them for 4 months.
We can put them up. Yeah.
Literally that's part of our marketing strategy and our sponsorship strategy is like, get us your stuff by June 1st and we will start marketing you and you'll have until October.
At the end of October, actually.
Right. So it's insane. So we're really trying to do everything we can possibly do to collaborate with everyone around us and just
spread awareness.
Just off of Eddie's point as well. So, I'm not a cycler. I'm not a cyclist. We neither one of us are. We don't do the ride itself. But our post gate or our post party is so fun. We literally have a kids tent for a whole bunch of kids activities too. I mean, there's so much for so many people to do. I mean, it's just kind of like this few hours, and every year, the last few years, we've gotten so lucky. We've had like 80-degree days in October.
I've gotten some wood.
I know, it's been insane. So much fun. So much fun.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll get the link for that. And yes, anyone who sponsors will be able to get some advertising on our show as well.
That's awesome.
Trisha and Eddie are getting 30 to 40,000 viewers a show. So they're knocking it out of the park.
Ooh, amazing.
All right. I'll give you a quick rapid fire round.
Oh boy.
A single phrase to stop sibling escalation.
Stop, shut your boca.
Oh, you grounded. Stop, shut your boca. Really?
Stop, shut your boca.
I don't know. I want to say, what would Jesus do? No, I'm kidding.
That's a good one too. Would you say kindness, is it still innate in some people, or does it always have to be taught?
I think it's innate. I think it's a matter of situation.
I think it's taught.
I don't know. I want to always say people are innately good.
Yeah.
Innately good. I think that a lot of exterior factors and external factors play a part
Challenge
in how we view kindness and what we think about kindness. So I would say in today's day and age, I think Trish is right. I mean, I think sometimes you have to reinforce it by teaching, but in my view, it's innate.
And then finally, cancel culture. Is it gone too far overboard, or do you think it is a necessary evil?
Oh my gosh, I think it's gone so overboard. I mean, honestly, especially like with my comedians, you go to comedy clubs, you go to these things,
I know.
You know what you're
They're
signing
jokes.
up for. I think that just it just absolutely crushes me. And we're all human. I actually blame the media. And I'm a public relations gal, and I blame the media for focusing on all the ridiculousness instead of focusing on the positives and focusing on all the good that's happening in the world. And instead of getting everybody all riled up and dividing everyone, I just think it's insane, personally.
Yeah, and it is. If you, I watched each nightly news, ABC, NBC, CBS, and each nightly news was completely different.
Oh,
which I was shocked at.
I keep telling my mom to stop watching the news all day.
You can't. You really can't. You really can't. It'll destroy you. It'll destroy you. But thank you guys for another phenomenal episode and some great banter, and Eddie's event and Trisha's event in October. That sounds like a lot of fun. We'll put a link up for that on their website. And happy Friday to everyone. For named Trisha and Eddie Barone, Steve Cully. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take two.